All right, everyone, we are here at PAX Unplugged, and I am at the Plaid Hat Booth with Niki Shults. How's the con going so far, Niki?
It's great. First day, my first time at PAX Unplugged. It's been great so far.
Okay, so you started with Plaid Hat just this year, and you've had some involvement in board game media space before this, but how has the adjustment to working full-time at Plaid Hat been?
It's been great. Everyone is so great. The board game community is wonderful. I couldn't ask for a better job. It hasn't been a hard transition at all, just because I already knew most people, and now I get to meet great content creators like you.
Of course, like me. All right, so this has been a bonkers year for Plaid Hat. You've had a ton of releases. I mean, we have Abomination on a table over there. We have Quirky Circuits, and then Aftermath and Battlelands. What are people really diving into at the con? Have you had a bunch of people interested in one particular game or another?
They've actually, all the tables have been full, and I've found that at Gen Con as well. People... Each game brings a different person. Quirky Circuits has been their fun, fast demos. Each page plays pretty quick. And then Abomination, the theme draws people in. And then Aftermath is our next adventure book game. So a lot of people who are familiar with Stuffed Fables see it and go, oh, I need to try that out.
Well, I know a lot of people associate Plaid Hat with some of those first marquee releases, including Mice and Mystics, and Aftermath is seeming in the zeitgeist like it's the heir apparent to Mice and Mystics. What do you think about that as a perspective going into it?
It is not a continuation of Mice and Mystics. It's a totally different story. Aftermath is set in present day if humans were to disappear, as Mice and Mystics was more a medieval fantasy game. So it's not really in the same realm. It's different. It's more like Stuffed Fables was an adventure book game, and this is an adventure book game. And of course, Mice and Mystics had a lot of story elements, but it was not an adventure book game. So it's different. But the mice theme, I think, people just assume that they are the same, but they're not. Jerry just really likes mice.
Yeah, I've talked to Jerry about his mouse obsession. Now, with the adventure book games, each one has been a little bit different. You had Stuffed Fables, and then you had Comanauts, which really leaned into the dice system there and kind of non-linearity. What do you think is the key element of Aftermath that mechanically sets it apart?
We got rid of the dice. We don't draw from a bag anymore. We have a deck of cards, and it allows you to have more control over your hand and the actions that you can do. And you can also share multiple cards with your players so that you can help them more than you could in the other games. So I think that's a key element. And then now there are personal goals and trying to build up your colony, which I think is a really fun aspect of Aftermath. And you get to explore the story, and that's with all the adventure books, I guess. You get to explore the story and see how it unfolds.
And those miniature sculpts, those are incredible. I mean, I love the artwork and the standees in Comanauts, but those miniatures.
Yes, and they come with a nice wash on them, and the detail really pops. And Chad Hoveder, who's been our sculptor for most games, he did that, and he did Quirky Circuits as well. He's our minis guy.
Well, that's a good transition, because Quirky Circuits is kind of a new foray, as far as I'm aware, with Plaid Hat. You're getting more into family games with that. It definitely looks like it's going to attract hobby gamers, but you're also trying to capture a wider audience with Quirky Circuits?
Yes, yeah, we're hoping to bring in families that aren't necessarily gamers yet. We think that this is a good intro.
Yet.
Yes, yet. And it's nice for programming. We did a video with the Girl Scouts program from North Texas, their programming club. We had them come in and play it with us and did how to play with them. And we're just hoping to bring more people into the community that may feel that they're not ready to step into it yet because they might be intimidated. This is an easy transition.
Well, I mean, this is a really cool setup, and it definitely looks like people are super interested in all this, but I would be remiss if I didn't at least ask about the future of Plaid Hat. Do we got any releases on the horizon or anything that hasn't been announced yet? What can people look forward to from Plaid Hat?
At the end of January, I will be announcing the newest Isaac Vega release, and it will be, I can say, that it will be a Crossroads game.
What? Any teases on the theme? Was it one of the original voted upon themes that people were able to vote on post Dead of Winter?
No.
Oh, now I'm just curious. Okay, well, thank you so much, Niki, for talking to me, and thank you guys for watching the Cardboard Herald at PAX Unplugged.
Thanks for having me.
If you enjoyed this video, we have all kinds of other reviews, interviews, and recommendations via writing, podcasts, and video here on our channel and website cardboardherald.com. Our content is audience supported, so if you want to show your support, please visit our Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Cardboard Herald.